Hi Geminis, it's Nick, the gems of my eyes. I hope you guys are doing good. It's for all my Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. This is going to be for the first week of May, so covering the 3rd till the 9th of May. There's also Mother's Day this week, so happy Mother's Day to all my mothers or expecting soon-to-be moms. We're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love, so I hope you will find it helpful. I will have the link to the extended reading below in the description box. And if you don't follow on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. And before we get started, I'd like to thank Keen for sponsoring this video. Keen offers personalized readings for those seeking questions or need some clarity in a certain area of your life, such as love and relationships, career, work, finances, dream interpretations, or you just need some overall spiritual life guidance. Keen has you covered. Keen is an affordable way to meet new readers, and when you sign up, it's super easy. You just fill out a brief questionnaire. It'll then list you, pair you with a list of recommended psychics based on your specific needs. So I had a wonderful reading with Jonathan, who was one of the readers that I always go to from time to time. He was super easy to talk to, really friendly, really polite. He immediately picked up on my situation, kind of gave me a rundown of what to look out for, what to expect, and even connected to something from the past and was like, okay, I know you were feeling like this, you were going through that. And I was like, how did you know? And even picked up on certain things that I was worried about or was thinking about. It's like, hey, you have nothing to worry about, A, B, C, D. It's really not that big a deal. It's not going to turn out the way you think. You can get out of your head about it. And so that made me feel really good. It's like, oh my gosh, how did you know I was thinking that? How did you know I was feeling that? And just really calmed my nerves, because we all get in our heads sometimes. We all start thinking things and psych ourselves out. So he really helped calm me down. He gave me kind of a rundown of things to be aware of or to look at. Gave me descriptions of certain things that I was questioning about. And gave me really solid advice that I really needed to hear at that moment. And I feel like you're always guided towards certain people for a reason, and it always just happens in divine timing. So if you've really been looking to speak to someone, to connect with someone who's going to give you, amazing advice or connect with you, definitely check them out, okay? Because I always find it so helpful, and it just really helps calm my nerves and gives me a lot of confirmation about things that maybe I'm already feeling or dealing with. And it's just nice to be able to, it's almost like a therapeutic session, to be honest.
I have a whole variety of different types of readers, mediums, psychics. You'll see different ratings and reviews about them, so you can really choose the one you feel is most fit for you. And it's awesome because the readers are available 24/7, so there's always someone online. It's really easy to schedule a reading. And the sign-up process is also really simple. You can sign in once you have your sign-up or register. All you need is an email, you create a password, and you're ready to go. And if you're new to Keen, your first 5 minutes with any reader is $5 with my link below. And once you're a user, Keen will send you unique discounts each week. This makes getting regular readings super affordable. So it's a really awesome way to get any questions that you have answered in a matter of seconds.
So be sure to check them out and use my link below to get your first 5 minutes for only $5. Try keen.com/Nicloves, and thank you so much once again to Keen. All right, so Geminis, let's get right into it. So for this week, like a lot of other signs, I feel like you're putting something to rest, ending something, you're saying bye to something, someone. This could be a person, place, or thing, maybe an old thought pattern, a way of thinking. It could be anything really, but it feels like something is ending or going through some kind of transformation, and saying bye or putting a close to something that maybe has already served its purpose or just is not, doesn't work anymore. This could be clothes. What, this doesn't fit me anymore. I'm going to donate it, or I'm going to get rid of it, or whatever. Just something that no longer is fitting in your life anymore. Okay. And I feel like from this moment on, you're going to have more room. You're going to have more space. It's just like as if you're cleaning out your closet. Now, all of a sudden you have more space for new things, for new outfits or new shoes. Okay, I'm seeing that the number 8 and also the number 9 may be important numbers for you guys this week. And when it comes to your health, it seems like you may feel unsatisfied or that things are not good enough. Like maybe let's say someone is here trying to lose weight and it's already 2 weeks in, you're like, I'm not really seeing that much of a difference. Is this worth it? Am I wasting my time? I don't know. And I feel like you got to keep going. You got to continue. You're not going to see that much progress. You're not going to see a night and day transformation in just a short amount of time. in 2 to 3 weeks. Usually it takes maybe like 2 months or a good 8 weeks to really see results if you're consistent and disciplined. But I feel like you may kind of feel discouraged. You're like, I don't know, maybe I'm not doing that well, or I need to do more, or this is not working for me. But I think you got to put in a little bit more time into whatever you're doing. And just kind of hang in there and not let like little thoughts in your head or comparisons with you and other people bring you down and make you stop, like lose your rhythm. I feel like also here that some of you sometimes like are, what's the word? You just don't feel as like you're not doing your best, or you feel like your best is not enough sometimes. And your best shouldn't look like anyone else. It's your best, you know, your best is what works for you. And it's not healthy to always compare ourselves to other people, right? Even though it's kind of human nature, we can't help it. But it's really important to just see how far you've come and your progress, and just try to like, you know, block out everyone else, because this is your life and you got to do what works for you, and not be discouraged just because someone else is maybe way ahead or further behind. Doesn't matter. Just focus on what you have. Be grateful for you where you are right now. And I also feel here that some of you may be freaking out or maybe stressed or having anxiety about something that maybe it's not really a big deal. Like you're like, oh, I got a bump on my arm. Oh my gosh, this must mean this and this and that. And maybe it's like nothing, you know? So try not to let too many fears or anxieties get the best of you this week. And just try to be grateful and be focused, and just keep doing whatever you're doing, because you're not going to see results like right away. Okay. When it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, so overall, I kind of feel like this is a little bit of a difficult week for you guys, not gonna lie, but it's okay. We're gonna work through it. And at least if you're kind of aware of this, I give you a heads up, it won't affect you as much. Like, okay, this is just a week, you know, I can handle it. It may not be my best week, but it's all right. We all have our days and weeks, ups and downs, but as long as maybe you're aware of the energies, it won't impact you as much as it would with other people. So again, with your work, school, career, and finances, I feel like there's going to be a lot of distractions, maybe things getting in the way, appointments getting cut off or getting rescheduled, people calling in or emailing and having to redo this or edit this. You know, in the middle of trying to get somewhere, there's traffic, there's an accident, or you got a detour. There could be so many little like minor inconveniences that pop up for you that just frustrate you. It's like, oh my gosh, there's just so much going on. But just try your best not to let it get the best of you. And if you can, remove as many distractions that are in your control as much as you can, because it'll definitely help you out. Like there may be, you know, not enough time, you know, to get things done. People are pulling you here, wanting your attention here. You're like, oh my gosh, like, yes, but I don't know if I can. Maybe silencing your phone, putting it on airplane mode or do not disturb when you know you got to get something done so people are not calling you and texting you. Just try your best to remove distractions and stay as focused as you possibly can, even though it may be hard, because there could be a lot of minor inconveniences and distractions. And also, if you know you have a deadline, start ahead of time. Don't procrastinate. If you need to get somewhere at a certain time, you have an appointment that you know you can't reschedule or that is really tight, make sure you leave early or you leave ahead of time, because there could be an accident or something that comes up. So just try to prepare ahead of time so that you don't run the risk of running late or losing an appointment or just throwing off your whole schedule. Okay, so with a little preparation, a little bit more discipline, you'll be okay. It's a little frustrating, but you'll handle it. Okay. When it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, some of you could be a double Gemini, and as far as the person you could be dealing with could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But of course it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy that this person is embodying. Okay. But I feel like there's been a shift. There's been some kind of shift, and all of a sudden, or maybe recently, gradually, this person has started to become maybe a little bit distant. And part of this could be is like they're hiding. It's almost like they're maybe not intentionally hiding from you, but they're just like hiding from themselves, hiding from the world, wanting to isolate, having insecurities pop up for them, not feeling good enough, wanting to I feel like they don't want to step outside of their comfort zone. They want to stick to what's comfortable for them. Maybe even feeling insecure about their looks, their appearance, or their finances and their stability, and trying to figure things out on their own instead of talking to you about it. But it's like they're playing it safe, whatever that means. Like they're playing it safe. They don't want to take a risk. They don't want to take a chance. And I feel like you felt or you feel a really strong connection with this person. You really like them. You guys seem to get along really well. You had already decided, okay, like I think this may be my soulmate. We seem to get along really well. We met for a reason. I know they're in my life for a reason. I don't want to let this go to waste. And I'm excited about this. I want to see where this goes. And maybe you already had plans coming up for your birthday in June or at the end of May, and you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm gonna have a date, or I'm gonna be able to do this and this, or introduce them to some friends, or maybe you already told some friends or family about this person. But I kind of feel like this person, like let's say you made plans, right, for your birthday, or you have some kind of plan. It doesn't have to be for your birthday. And you've kind of mentioned it, or you talked about it, or briefly went over it, and this person starts like thinking to themselves like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I'm ready, like what if they judge me, what if they don't like me, not about you, but like your friends or your family, them feeling kind of insecure because in their past, they could have had problems with their ex-person's family or their friends not liking them or not accepting them for whatever reason. And this can be triggering them or making them like think of the past and like, oh my gosh, what if that happens again? I don't really want to like put myself out there like that. They could even be the more like introverted type of person. So just getting them out to be like social is like already a big deal for them. And I'm seeing here someone who was carrying a balloon, and at like in the blink of an eye, the balloon just slipped out of their fingertips and now has just flown away. It's like, I can't grab it, I can't grab it. So it's like something came in so fast, but also left so quickly, also left so fast. And now something, a connection or a person that once made you feel head over heels, so happy and loved and joyful, is now your stress, is now causing you a lot of stress, making you feel really heavy, like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck? What is going on? I don't get it. I don't understand. Things were so good. We were at such a good place, and all of a sudden now they're acting kind of funny. And this could have been already had started like weeks before, but now this week it really hits you. You're like, okay, definitely something is up, something is not right. They're acting kind of weird. They're being kind of like distant and cold, maybe not even like being as touchy or feely with me, not being as attentive, as sweet, texting me or calling me back like super late, taking longer to reply, being not as affectionate with you possibly. And now you feel a heavy burden because you're like, did I do something? Is something wrong? Did I say something? Did I scare them off? Was I too pushy? Was I too much? And now that starts to play in your head because you're like, okay, like what the heck? It starts just like eating away at your mind. And you feel really devastated. You feel really sad. Even if like you don't want to feel that way, obviously it always affects us when someone just suddenly like pulls away or creates like distance between us that we really care about, that we want things to work out with. And I just see you kind of like not wanting to accept or not wanting things to end because you felt and you saw that it can go somewhere. Like you really had hopes, okay, this may be the one, or I can see this going somewhere with this person. And all of a sudden, or very quickly, it just like flipped and you don't understand it. Like I said, I think this person has a lot of insecurities, emotional instability. They could be emotionally unavailable as well. Or maybe I actually feel like this person did initially in the beginning have good intentions with you, but somewhere along the way, something changed within them. And I don't feel like it was anything you did. I feel like it was them and their own triggers, their own healing, their own wounds that they haven't healed from. And being reminded of these things or not feeling like good enough about themselves. So having a lot of emotional instability and not being emotionally available to really go that deep. And a lot of times that could be why when you start dating someone in the beginning, it's really good, but then like 3 to 4 or 5 months in, when things start to get real, that's when things may fall apart, because maybe one person, all of a sudden now they have to open up in a deep emotional way. They got to connect deeper, and they haven't done the work to get that far with someone. And so they pull back and they're like, oh, this is getting too serious. I don't know. In the beginning, it was lighthearted fun, but then when it gets too serious, they're like, I don't know what to do. Like I said, I feel like they're trying to play it safe. They don't want to step outside of their comfort zone. And it's like they're really stubborn, set on their ways. They only want to, I feel like they can be a little bit selfish with you. A little bit selfish. Not selfish like, oh, they want you all to themselves, but selfish like, you know, I'll do things on my time, whatever's more convenient for me. And always just make a lot of excuses. They can make a lot of excuses about things of why they can't see you or why they can't talk to you. And you're like, really? It's like their excuse can be really dumb. Like, oh yeah, I just need to feed my cat, so I can't call you. You're like, you gotta feed your cat, so you can't call me? You can't be like talking to me on the phone while you feed your cat, or you can't call me after? Does feeding your cat take like a few hours or something? I'm confused. Like, oh yeah, well I just have to go get the cat food too. And you're like, I mean, the PetSmart is like a few blocks away from your house. They just start making all these excuses. You're like, okay, that doesn't really add up, but all right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And I just feel like right now they're going hermit mode. They're like hiding. I don't know why. I don't know what they're hiding from. We'll kind of discuss that in the extended, but it's like they're hiding away. They don't want to be seen. They just want to be comfortable. They don't want to, like, I think they've gotten so comfortable in their lifestyle. Like maybe this person has been single for a while, and now getting close to someone will kind of forces them to have to step outside of their comfort zone and be more available in a way that they're not used to. And they got so used to their ways, they don't want to like change their ways, that they'd rather just like pull back and miss out on a good opportunity. But I feel like it's much deeper than that as well with this person. They're trying to like, there's something within them that they haven't figured out, and something that they haven't let go of. They haven't let go of something from the past, some kind of lesson or some kind of trauma or healing that they haven't really gone all the way through with. Okay, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. All right, so we'll continue this in the extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading, and wish you guys all the best and send you lots of love. Bye.